Good morning. I am Ananda Banerjee, physical education teacher. I welcome all the boys of class 11th. Today I am going to start the first chapter, that is changing trends and career in physical education. Boys, please pay attention. The first chapter of your syllabus is changing trends and career in physical education. Now the first topic of this chapter is the meaning and definition of physical education and what are the aim and objectives of physical education. Now what is physical education? I know that you are having a concept about physical education, but there are some specific definition of physical education. Now physical education deals with the big muscle activities. Physical education deals with the big muscle activities. It is the mainstream of education. It is the integral part of the mainstream of education which deals with the big muscle activities. It is that part of education which makes us physically fit, mentally fit, socially fit, emotionally balanced, etc. So, now what is the aim and objective of physical education? Physical education is the integral part of the mainstream of education which deals with the big muscle activities. Number one. This is one of the most accepted and popular definitions of physical education given by J.B. Nash. Another definition is physical education is that branch of education which makes us physically fit, emotionally balanced, socially fit, psychologically fit, mentally fit, emotionally balanced, etc. Physical education obviously is the integral part of the mainstream of education. Physical education helps us to survive, to exist in the society as one of the worthy members with respect and regard. It helps us to cope up with the environment and the situations. So these are more or less the concept and definitions of physical education. Now, what are the aim and objective of physical education? There is a ladder theory. Look, this is like ladders. This figure this picture is just like a ladder. Now, dear boys, remember it that the aim of physical education is the total development of the child. What? The aim of physical education is the total development of child. Total development. This is on the top of the ladder. This is at the top of the ladder. And the steps are the objectives. Remember it very carefully that the main aim of physical education is the total development of a child, which is at the top of the ladder, and the steps of the ladder are the objectives. The main objectives of physical education are physical development, mental development, motor development, emotional development, social development, neuromuscular coordination, all these things. Now what is physical development? The main objective, the first and foremost objective of physical education is the physical development. There is a close relationship between body and mind. There is a Greek proverb, mens sana in corpore sano. That means healthy mind resides in healthy body. So the main objective of physical education is to develop physically. And if you are physically fit, obviously you will be mentally and socially fit. There is a very close and inseparable relationship between body and mind, as I told you earlier. Mental development. The first development is physical development. The second development is mental development. Mental balance, calm and cool mind, how to get rid of, how to escape, how to avoid stress, tension, anxiety, depression, frustration, irritation, the main objective, another objective of physical education is to enable the citizen or any individual to get rid of this psychological or mental stress, tension, anxiety, depression, etc. Number 2, this is mental development. Motor development. Motor means movement. Motor means what? Motor means movement. Motor means movement. So in our day-to-day life, some basic movement like sitting, running, walking, catching, throwing, hopping, jumping, all these movements are very much necessary in our day-to-day life. Physical education brings coordination in movement. Maybe it is the gross motor development, maybe it is the fine motor development. One of the major objectives, main objectives of physical education is to bring motor development in a child. Number 3. Number 4, emotional development. Emotional development. We all are emotional. But an emotionally fit citizen, an emotionally fit child can manage emotion. Look, sometimes what happens? We get overjoyed in success and we break down in failure. We get overjoyed in success and we break down in failure. Understood? Physical education, physical activities helps us. Physical education helps us to maintain the emotional balance, not to be overjoyed in success and not to break down in failure. It helps us to maintain an emotional balance. This is the 4th objective of physical education. And social development. After all, we all are the part of the society, and one of the objectives of physical education is to develop the social qualities like helpfulness, cooperation, sympathy, benevolence, friendship, fraternity, brotherhood, all these things which are very much necessary to exist in the society, to stay in the society with all. So physical education also helps to develop all these qualities. So one of the objectives of physical education is to bring the social development among the children, among the individuals, so that all of them, or we can live in the society as the worthy member with respect. And at last there is one more objective, that is neuromuscular coordination or any type of coordination. The last objective of physical education is to bring coordination among all the components of fitness, wellness, so that we can lead a healthy and happy life. So I have completed the first topic, that is definition of physical education and what are the aims and objectives of physical education. I have completed. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.